So Dana White did an interview with TNT Sports, and it's safe to say that the dude hates his job. He cannot stand doing media work for his own company, and he still cannot put over Tom Aspinall as the new face of the heavyweights. And he just looks miserable the entire time he's talking about the UFC this weekend, Tom Aspinall, anything. So we're going to go into it today. I was watching this interview, and I thought, it's not too bad, I guess. And I just went live and I spoke about this interview again and I live reacted to it. And I was watching it back and I'm thinking, this dude just hates his job. He just hates his job. It's crazy. So we're going to watch it, break it down. And he says some things in it that are quite contradictory to the way to how he's treated other fighters in the past. Is all I'll say. And we'll get into that. But this dude hates his job. And we're going to get into it. So let's start.
And this one at the weekend's probably even more romantic for British fight fans because obviously we've got a guy in the main event and it's the heavyweight championship of the world. No disrespect to any other champions, but there's something, again, quite romantic about the heavyweight championship.
I agree.
Like look at Adam Carroll's face. He is...
Any other champions, but there's something, again, quite romantic about the heavyweight championship.
Like, he's just happy. He's just really... He's like, there's something really romantic about it, right, Dana? There's something amazing about this fight, right?
I agree. And Aspinall and Cyril Gane is a very interesting fight for both guys. You know, Aspinall is supposed to be the future of the heavyweight division.
Just right there. Well, Aspinall's supposed to be the future. Well, just say, Aspinall's the future. This kid's special. This is the guy that John Jones didn't want to fight. This is the guy that John Jones ran away from. Okay, this is the guy that made John Jones retire without even fighting him. Well, he's supposed to be the future, I guess. Look how tired he looks. He just looks like he can't be bothered. It's crazy.
He's going to have to get through Cyril Gane first. And for Gane, there was a point in time when it looked like he might be the future of the heavyweight division. So, big fight for both of these guys.
Well, that's what this is this weekend, isn't it? It is the next generation of heavyweight. I mean, you've seen plenty of heavyweights come through the UFC over the last 30 years, and you can see that evolvement. And these two are kind of the epitome of that evolvement, the next generation, the way they move, the way they fight, how rounded, especially Tom, the way that they are now. It is that next generation of fighter that we're seeing on Saturday.
True.
He cares more than Dana, and we could listen to his reaction now, and it's just like, come on, Dana, just put a bit of oomph into it. Look interested in promoting your fucking event, company, and fighters. Look like you care, Dana.
Right.
Both real athletic guys that move really well. Both have good stand-up, and if it goes to the ground, it's good there too. And
both guys are athletic, and they can punch and kick, and they can grapple. He's like, they can punch and kick, and they can grapple. Bear in mind, Cyril Gane's not a grappler. All right, he got out-grappled. He got out-grappled by Francis, all right, and he also got submitted in one round by John Jones. So I don't know why Dana's like, they could both grapple. Unless he's a casual, doesn't watch his own product, which doesn't give a fuck. He's like, well, they can punch and kick, and they can also grapple a little bit. It's like MMA then, Dana, yeah. Well, they can do what the sport is about, pretty much. Not like, yeah, these guys are next level. When you think of heavyweights, you think of short, fat blobs. I know he's not going to say that, but something to that extent. And then you got these guys that are really, legit heavyweights, big, built frames, fast, dynamic, powerful, and he's just there like look how enthused I am. They're quick, they move like welterweights, and he's like, yeah, they can kick and punch, and I guess they can grapple too. Put some effort in, Dana, fuck's sake.
Yeah, a couple of real athletic.
By the way, this video has about fucking 50 million adverts in. TNT Sports, the video is 15 minutes long. Why the fuck do you need this many adverts?
Well-rounded guys.
From a British point of view, obviously we're all in on the Tom Aspinall train. How impressed have you?
This this bit, to me, is he just cannot give Tom Aspinall any credit whatsoever. He just can't do it. He just can't. Now listen to this, because this is the thing that really made me be like, no, this is actually a shit interview from Dana White.
British point of view, obviously we're all in on the Tom Aspinall train. How impressed have you been with Tom and what he's done in the UFC?
Yeah,
So, Dana, how impressed have you been with Tom Aspinall? How impressed have you been with Tom? Let's hear your answer, Dana.
unbelievable. Saturday night's the big night for him, though. Saturday night's the big night for him and the big night for Cyril. Cyril was winning the entire fight with Francis, and then, went for that submission and got into a bad position. And then, what John Jones did was unbelievable. So
I'm going to rewind to the question. We can listen to the question that was asked. Okay?
a couple of real athletic.
Obviously, we're all in on the Tom Aspinall train. How impressed have you been with Tom and what he's done in the UFC so far?
Unbelievable.
How impressed have you been with Tom Aspinall, Dana? Well, Cyril Gane, he was winning that fight against Francis, and then John Jones is amazing. What the fuck? Let's listen to his response again. How impressed have you been with Tom Aspinall, Dana? Yeah, he's good. Saturday night will be a big test for him. But Cyril Gane, man, he was beating Francis Ngannou. And then to John Jones. John Jones. Ugh. John Jones is amazing. What he did to Cyril Gane was unbelievable. Yeah, but we asked about Tom Aspinall, not Cyril Gane, Francis, or John Jones. You just can't give him credit. I know he said unbelievable. He says unbelievable, and then he just moves on to Cyril Gane, starts glazing Cyril Gane. And then John Jones again.
Saturday night's the big night for him, though. Saturday night's the big night for him and the big night for Cyril. Cyril was winning the entire fight with Francis, and then, went for that submission and got into a bad position. And then, what John Jones did was unbelievable. So for Cyril Gane in his career, Saturday night's a big night for him, and Saturday is possibly a big coming out party for Aspinall if he goes in and does what people think he's capable of doing.
If he goes in, it could be a coming out party if he goes in and does what people think he can do. How about what he can? Dana, you've got a guy here. I'll answer the question. So no promo. How impressed have you been with Tom Aspinall and what he's done? You know what, this guy has come in. He's beaten most of the top 10. All right, most of the top 5. His average fight time is 2 minutes and 2 seconds. He's knocking everyone out in the first round. Okay, his fights don't last. His entire UFC fight history you can fit into the space of a 5-minute title fight. That's how short these fights last. I'm so impressed with Tom Aspinall and what he's been able to do, and this is going to be a big test for him, his biggest test to date. And also, John Jones ran away from him. And what does Dana White do instead? Yeah, it's going to be a big test for him because Cyril Gane did this and Cyril Gane did that and John Jones did this and Cyril Gane's the guy. He asked about Tom Aspinall, you bald fuck.
And if he does, there's obviously then going to be questions about what comes in 2026 for Tom. We look down those rankings in the heavyweight division. He's already beaten 5 of the top 10. Cyril would be 6 if he's successful come Saturday night. He's already said that the guy that's currently ranked number 10 is his friend, Ante Delay.
This next bit is really interesting, what Dana White says. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's this bit, so just listen. Because I do agree with Dana. I think this is stupid, because Tom has said he doesn't want to fight Delija, however you say his name, just because they're mates. I don't like it. I think, Tom, that's stupid. Fight your friend. Stop being a little gimp. Okay? Don't be a little gimp about it. Just fucking fight the guy if you need to. It's not a big deal. You're not going to fall out. It's a title fight. It's business. But listen to what Dana White says. It's quite ironic.
And he would vacate the title if Delija got to a point where he was going to fight for the title. Firstly, what do you think about that?
You know what I think about that
Yes.
before you even ask me. I hate that, many friends, relatives, name it, have all fought each other before. It doesn't determine whether you are friends with somebody or you hate somebody. You're competing against them to see who the best is, but that's his decision. These guys, when you become a world champion and if he defends the title and does whatever he does, to even think about vacating it because you don't want to compete against somebody is absolutely insane. But
Oh, right, okay. Is it, Dana? If you missed it, let me just rewind.
Vacating it, the title, and does whatever he does, to even think about vacating it because you don't want to compete against somebody is absolutely insane. But he's a grown.
Vacating the belt because you don't want to compete against somebody is absolutely insane. I agree, Dana. I agree. You know what's funny though? You know who did that? I think it might have been John Jones, Dana. I think John Jones did that literally this year. He vacated the belt and retired because he didn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. That's insane, right? That's insane. But no, I mean, listen, he'll trash Tom Aspinall for doing it, right? And I agree, Tom Aspinall should fight his contenders no matter who it is. But he's trashing Tom for it. But when John Jones declines the Aspinall fight and retires, yeah, Dana's pissed, but he says he's still adamant that look, I don't think John Jones is scared of anyone, blah blah blah. He's still glazing John. But it's insane, right, to vacate the belt because you don't want to fight someone. Oh, that's interesting, Dana. I'm glad we're on the same. I'm glad we agree that John Jones is insane for vacating the belt because he didn't want to fight Tom. I'm glad we are in agreement with that, Dana. Thank you.
Oh man, that's up to him.
There are other options though for people that he could fight. Obviously, you've got a fantastic light heavyweight champion who is currently talking about the possibility of moving to heavyweight in Alex Pereira. Do you see that as a possible move for him in 2026?
Anything is possible. I mean, anything is possible. I don't really like looking down that far and talking about the light heavyweight champion moving up, but I don't know. We'll see how things play out at the end of this Saturday, obviously, and then the end of this year. And as far as Pereira goes,
he just don't care, does he? He just don't care. So Dana, what about this potential super mega fight where Alex Pereira can become a triple champ? Yeah, well, I guess we'll see how it goes. He literally just went, I don't want to think about it. Oh, you don't want to think about someone potentially fighting for the first time ever, fighting for a third belt in a third weight class. You don't want to talk about that. He looks bored.
Saturday, obviously, and then the end of this year. And as far as Pereira goes and stuff,
it's like he's sick of being asked questions about super fights. I mean, I guess we'll fucking see, all right? Stop asking me about it now. I guess we'll see about it. I guess we'll see. He hates his job. If I was the owner of the UFC, someone asked me about a potential super mega fight of Aspinall versus Pereira, I'd be like, I love that fight. A chance for Pereira to make history if he can get past Tom, one of the most dominant heavyweights of all time, become the first ever triple champ, make history. You know, it'd be one of Tom Aspinall's biggest tests to date. It'd be a super fight. I'd love to put that fight on. And he's just like, well, let's see what happens. Don't know. I guess we'll just see, eh? He's such an idiot, man. And look at his fucking tits as well. Look at his tits. And his belly, bro. You've let yourself go, Dana. Honest to God.
Stuff like that, but I'm only looking at Saturday. That's it. And even Tom saying, I'd vacate if he fought. It's even silly to talk about that when a guy's ranked him, number 10.
Do you? Obviously, when I was growing up, Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, late 80s, early 90s. That was the mantle that was along him, and I think the UFC heavyweight champion has kind of taken that mantle for the modern day. Would you go along with that? That the 100%. Baddest man on the planet is the UFC heavyweight champion of the world,
without a doubt.
He's gritting his teeth. Look at him. He's like, he hates saying that Tom Aspinall is the baddest man on the planet. The current heavyweight champion in the UFC is the baddest man on the planet. Do you agree with that, Dana? Without a doubt. Because you can't say, no, I think John Jones is still. Without a doubt. He cannot stomach. Well, he can stomach. Look at the fucking size of it. But he cannot stand giving Tom any credit of being the baddest man on the planet. Because John Jones isn't anymore. Because John Jones isn't the champ. And Adam's like, well, is the heavyweight champ the baddest man? Yeah. He's not even like you could. Again, someone asked me, no, Bromo, is the heavyweight champion the baddest man on the planet? Look, the heavyweight champion of the world in the UFC could destroy anyone in hand-to-hand combat. From boxing to Muay Thai to kickboxing, because it's a more complete sport. This, like, the heavyweight champion of the world in MMA, in the UFC, is the baddest man on the planet. No one can beat him in a fight, and if you feel like you can, come and fucking try. That's what I'd say. And he's like, yep. We'll watch it again.
Man on the planet
Definitely.
is the UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Without a doubt.
Oh my God. Could you be more bored? I've seen people that work in a 9 to 5 in an office that have more fun than Dana White promoting his fucking company. It's unbelievable. Yeah, sure. I guess so, Adam. Whatever you say. Yeah, whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. He just doesn't care, bro. It's fucking crazy.
With that then in mind, how big could this be for the victor on Saturday night? I'm talking from a crossover point of view, from a star point of view, from becoming a person that maybe cuts through into the mainstream, especially with the new TV deal that you've got coming into fruition in January next year in the States.
Yeah, and we have a lot of really cool things coming up, you know, here in the next several years. And whoever does hold that belt, you know, obviously it's a big deal. It's a big position in the company, and yeah.
What is that for an answer? What is that for an answer, bro? Oh my God. Yo, pushing him into the mainstream for crossovers, superstardom. Yeah, it's a big position in the company. Yeah. Oh my God, Dana, put some effort in, man.
Position in the company, and yeah.
He's so bad.
How does it change? That TV deal is absolutely astronomical, and I think it could be huge for the UFC crossing over into that mainstream. Does it change the way that you approach the calendar next year at all, as you've already approached this year in 2025? Will it look different next year at all?
As with the new television deal?
Yeah, I'm talking maybe...
Look at him. He's just there for like... What, are you talking about the deal that I just made for $7 billion? That one? You know about that deal? Kind of bored about it. I'm really kind of bored talking about it, to be honest with you. The new TV deal? What? Like, no, Dana, the fucking other thing that we just...
At all?
As with the new television deal?
Look at his face. He looks angry. What's his problem?
Yeah, I'm talking maybe from a schedule point of view.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are going to change over the next couple of years. You know, as we get into business with these guys, we're going to sort of... When you think about us being on ESPN, college football, the NBA, you know, the NFL, the list goes on and on of all the different sports that they had on there. These guys are an entertainment network. They can move movies around and things like that, wherever. We're gonna try. Literally on the ride over here, we were texting about, scheduling and timing for next year.
Again, where's the enthusiasm? Next year's going to be insane. We've got so many huge things planned for the UFC. It's going to be a year unlike you've ever seen before. You thought this year was big. You thought UFC 300 was fucking big. Just you wait until 2026 and this new TV deal comes in. We're going to smash it. The competition's not got a fucking chance. And he's there like, yeah, I guess we're talking about it in the ride here. Things are going to change. Yeah, it's just one of those things that things are going to change, I guess. You've just signed a deal for $7 billion. Look a bit excited.
I was literally just working on that in the car on the way here.
Do you think fight fans get more?
You think what?
Do you think fight fans get more events in 2026?
Well, I don't know. Definitely not more events, but
Will fight fans get more, Dana? No, don't be ridiculous. More? What do you mean? Next week they're getting Bonfim and Randy Brown. What do you mean more? The week after that, David Onama's going to main event fight night. What do you mean more? Definitely not more. Don't be stupid, Adam. You clown. Silly Billy.
definitely try some new things as far as scheduling goes.
Okay.
So basically less. The only thing they could play around with scheduling is less or more or different days. That's literally it. So it's either they're going to do, maybe we'll put one on a Friday. Friday fight nights. Wednesday, Wumble. Monday, Mayhem. Thursday, Friday, Fisticuffs. Maybe. You know? Maybe one of them. Tuesday, tomfoolery. That's what we'll do. That's what we're working on for 2026. Tuesday tomfoolery is going to be crazy, guys. The interviewer should have asked him about Playmate. And he would have come alive. So, Dana, when's Playmate going to book at the PBR? Oh, Playmate. Listen, Playmate's a savage, guys. He's only been ridden twice. He's going to take it all the way at the PBR. I've got him booking next week. It's going to be amazing. He would come alive. Ask him about John Jones. Oh, John Jones has got the biggest penis I've ever seen. Did you not see it again? Did you not see him get bricked up with Hasbulla? I was kind of jealous, low key. I wanted to smother his face with a pillow and punch his gut, if you know what I mean. That's what he'd be like. And then you ask him about a $7 billion TV deal, and he's just like, yeah, we're going to work on some scheduling stuff. Yeah, sure, I guess so. Just work on some scheduling.
I mean, that New York card does look absolutely insane with Islam Makhachev. Again, looking for greatness, trying to take on Jacques de la Maddalena.
Yeah, I agree. Fun card, New York.
He just doesn't give a shit. You're doing that like super fight that's coming up. How exciting is that? Yeah, it's alright, I guess. Islam going up to fight for champ. Yeah, it's pretty. I guess it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a great card as well. Yeah. Islam Makhachev, the greatest lightweight of all time, pound for pound number 2 in the rankings, is challenging the welterweight champ JDM in his first ever title defense. It's going to be fucking mega. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be fireworks. It's an unreal fight. Islam's biggest test to date. Same with JDM. It's going to be a banger fight. Yes, all right. The card's cool too.
But, like we were talking about, you can always count on the Abu Dhabi card to be great. It's like our November New York cards are always incredible too.
Why don't you space it out, Dana? How about you work on that for 2026? Instead of being like, oh, we're going to Abu Dhabi, let's stack it to the brim. Oh, we're going to New York, stack it to the brim. Why don't you just spread it out? Then we don't have to see these shitty fucking fight nights with Bonfim and Randy Brown and David Onama's fight. I can't remember who he's fighting. I don't give a shit. Is it Garcia or something? Why don't you spread it out? These look, when the Saudis pay us the money, we put on good cards. When we were in fucking, what was it, New York or something that you just said, those cards are always massive. We know. Other pay-per-views fucking lack because of it. Spread it out, Dana. Spread them. No Jones.
And then in December, maybe a little bit of history being created with Merab Dvalishvili. I've seen you speak about him and his attitude and wanting to defend that belt for the 4th time. He's been put in again in the rematch with Pereira.
Now, this next bit's really interesting because, again, he says something here that he doesn't like. But his GOAT just has done this thing that he says that he doesn't like, which is wild. So we're going to get straight into it, all right? Because, again, he just hates John Jones. It's crazy.
Talk to me about that attitude from Merab of wanting to fight again before the year was out.
Yeah, I love it. Merab and I were off to a rough start in the beginning. But, you know, listen, you have to...
I think everyone was too. I think everyone, when Merab first came about, we were all a bit like, I'm not sure about Merab. He's a bit boring. Don't really rate him. He's kind of shit. And now everyone's like, this guy's the GOAT. This guy's unreal. Everyone kind of likes him now. And even if you don't like him, you respect him. So I kind of get that with... I'm in agreement with Dana on that, you know. We can agree on some things, you know. It's not all about trashing Dana White. He's spot on with that point.
Respect somebody who's done what he's done, and the guy wants to keep fighting. He wants to break this record and defend the title more times in a year than anybody's ever done. I love guys who want to fight all the time. First of all, it's how you make the most money that you can possibly make while you're doing this, and it keeps you in front of the fans, and you know, more people want to see it when you keep fighting.
I know that
when you fight and disappear for a long time, it's, you know, it's a little weird.
It is. Yeah, you're right, Dana. When you fight and disappear for a long time, like, I don't know, 4 years to bulk up to heavyweight, it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird and spooky. It's kind of weird that you'll fucking fight and then go away for a long time and then come back.
Fans and you know, more people want to see
Let's
it
do it
when
again.
you keep fighting.
I know that
when you fight and disappear for a long time, it's, you know, it's a little weird. But guys who like to be active, I love even kids that come off the Contender and they're like.
Anyway, that's pretty much. And then he starts talking about fucking all the stuff, but you kind of get the idea. Dana White hates his job, and he hates John Jones because he hates the things that John Jones does, such as vacating the belt because he doesn't want to fight someone. He thinks that's absolutely insane, and he thinks that people that fight and go away for a long time and then come back are also kind of weird. So that's kind of that's kind of funny, Dana, because that's exactly what John Jones did. Weird, right? But basically, in the nutshell, Dana White hates his job. He doesn't like it, and he still cannot, for the life of him, promote Tom Aspinall. And you can like Tom Aspinall, you can hate Tom Aspinall, but you cannot disagree that if you have a champion under your promotion, whether you like them or hate them, you should probably promote them, because they're going to be the guys that are, you know, headlining pay-per-views, making you money. If you don't promote them as killers, no one's going to be fucking interested. Casuals aren't going to be if casuals are watching this, they're going to be like, oh, this Tom Aspinall guy, I guess he's the champ or something. If you talk about Tom Aspinall's record-breaking, shortest UFC fight time, like average fight time, he has an average fight time of 2 minutes, 2 seconds. Talk about that. He's knocking out everyone in the top fucking 10. He's knocking out all these heavyweights in a minute flat. In one round, apart from Andrei Arlovsky, but every other guy is finishing in the first round. All of his fights are finished in the first round. Well, I don't know about all of his fights are finished in the first round, but all of his fights are finished by KO or submission. He's finished every single fight, right? John Jones ran away from him. That he's so promotable, and you just fucking don't do it. And then talking about the Paramount deal, you seem uninterested. Talking about JDM Islam, you seem uninterested. Talking about potential super fights between Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall, you seem uninterested, Dana. Why do you hate your job so much? Why are you fucking bored of it? He's more energetic about power slap and boxing at this point, and fucking gambling with the Nelk boys, and fucking sucking John Jones' little chode. I don't get it. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, links down below. Join the Discord today, become a member. Until next time, I'll see you in a bit.